gives me goosebumps. I heard it in a theater in 1977 with a new sound system it was marvelous. So it really gets me up for today. Good morning and welcome to all who are with us in the moment and to those who are catching us later on. I'm Crystal Francis. My pronouns are she, her. I will be serving as your worship associate for today's service. Together with Dr. Alan Schmidt, our guest speaker and a fellow member of the congregation whose pronouns are he, his, we are your worship team on the chancel today. If you're visiting with us this morning, we are glad you're here. People of all ages are joyfully welcome in the service. Nursery care, unfortunately, is not available this morning, but the children are welcome to come up front and sit on the blankets and be comfy. I invite everyone to please complete a connection card. This card helps us to know best how to stay connected and support you on life's journey. Our caring team is an extension of the ministry team and is here to support you. You can reach the caring team by writing a note on your connection card, leaving a message at 317-210-0121, or emailing pastoralcare at allsoulsindy. I think there's a .org there. It's not in my text, sorry. Now for a quick few announcements. If you're watching on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and share. Next Sunday, August 6th, we will be blessing school backpacks. Students should bring their backpacks along with a wish or a hope for the coming school year. Ollie Howe will be our guest speaker in the pulpit next Sunday. Nancy Olson will be on the scene. And Reverend Katie Romano Griffin will be back working to make some individual connections. Love is the spirit of all souls. In this moment of our shared journey, may you feel witnessed and honored wherever you are in your journey, and may you remember that whether you are here for the first time or the thousandth, whomever you are, whoever you love, whatever your ability, gender, beliefs, political affiliation, or documentation status, you are welcome here, and you are never alone. Let us now greet our neighbors, especially new or returning people. If you like, please feel free to light a candle up front to hold a concern that's on your heart. If you would, we're going to do a responsive reading from the Gray Hymnal. It's reading number 445. It's in the back of the hymnal. I'm going to do the regular type and ask you to do the italic type. The womb of stars. The womb of stars embraces us. Remnants of their fiery furnaces pulse through our veins. We are of the earth. We breathe and live in the breath of ancient plants and beasts. Our fingers trace the curves carved in clay and stone by forebears unknown to us. We gather anew this day to celebrate our common heritage.
The ritual of our lighting our chalice reminds us to continually renew our promise to live into our covenant, to put love into action, and to live out the community of love and justice we aim to be. Please rise and body your spirit as we say these adapted chalice lighting words from James Villa Blake, the same words we have spoken since 1903. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. This is our covenant.
I've got a demonstrative picture here. Many of you may know this picture. It's called The Starry Night. I actually started looking for it under the words Starry, Starry Night after the song by Don McLean, but that's not the name of this painting. It's an Impressionist oil painting, and it was painted in France in 1889 with a view from the window of the artist's room. The stars are blazing in a pre-dawn sky. He painted 21 views from this window. This is the only one showing a night sky. Experts consider it one of his best works. When I lived in Arizona in the 1980s, it was a wondrous sight to see the innumerable stars light up the desert night skies, which were almost always cloudless, so you could always see the stars. Growing up in Indianapolis, however, on the south side, it was usually possible to see some stars in the night sky when there weren't clouds blocking the view. More than once, standing in my backyard, I said the children's rhyme. Join me if you like. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. I truly hoped my wish would be granted, and maybe it was. But now the light pollution makes it really hard to see the stars, which are still there if unseen. But I can't say the rhyme until I see the first star. So many wishes going unspoken. I have faith that the stars are still there, no matter what the state of the night sky. They are there right now, even though unseen in sunlit skies. The same stars that have watched over the earth thousands of years, that have watched our world evolve, are still watching over us. The same stars also stand and watch over our loved ones, no matter how far away they are. Kids, have you ever wished upon a star? Maybe not a star like in this picture, but on a star? I hope so. I hope that you're still seeing stars and can do that. According to, there aren't many ways, special ways to make a wish. According to folklore, you can wish upon the first star of the night, find a genie to grant you 3 wishes. I've never had any luck with this one, have you? Make a wish while blowing out the candles on your birthday cake, always a favorite growing up. In fact, we could sometimes convince Mom to light them a second or third time. Ask your fairy godmother for a wish. Now, occasionally, this has worked for me, but I have an expansive understanding of what a fairy godmother is. Are there any other ways you know to make a wish? Throw a coin in a fountain, maybe, or wishing well? Yes, there are probably other ways, too. We can make lots of wishes, but depending on magic or someone else, to make them come true can take a very long time, if at all. No wish is guaranteed, after all. A wish is just a wish. It is not a promise or a guarantee. Sometimes, most of the time, if we're honest with ourselves, we have to do the things necessary to make our own wishes or dreams come true. Haven't you found that to be the case? If we want peace in the world, we have to work for not only peace, but also justice, so that the peace may be lasting. If we want to end discrimination, we have to work for laws that are fair and just, and use those laws to stop discrimination. We have to stand with those who suffer from discrimination and be mindful of our own actions. If we want to stop climate change, we, you and I, have to do the hard things as well as the easy things to stop pollution and to reduce the effects of fossil fuels and other dangers to the air and water. If we want to see the stars in our city skies, ironically, we have to reduce the light that hides their view, or seek out other places where the stars are visible. Good luck with your wishes. Please rise in body or spirit as we sing hymn 301, Touch the Earth, Reach the Sky. It's in the gray hymnal.
Touch the earth, reach the sky, walk on shores while spirits fly, over the ocean, over the land, our faith, our quest to understand. Touch the earth, reach the sky, children ask the reasons why. In our lives the answers show, and by our love they learn and grow. Touch the earth, reach the sky, all are born and all shall die. Life's the time left in between to follow a star, to build and dream. Touch the earth and reach the sky, hug the laughter, feel the cry. May we see where we can give, for this is what it means to live. Touch the earth, reach the sky, soar with courage ever high, spirits joining as we fly to touch the earth
I'm finding it hard to keep my thumb on the page on an iPad. Please join me in taking a few minutes to note that which is bringing joy or sorrow to our community. We have a number of people recovering from surgeries and physical injuries. Please remember these people over the long, lonely days it can take to be fully restored. Check our newsletter, In the Know, for updates. For those who have lost loved ones, particularly in the unexpected sadness, the unexpected suddenness that death can take, let them find comfort among us. If you've recently lost someone dear to you, please feel free to share their name out loud or silently at this time. Paul Pitcher. As summer holidays end and new school years begin, let's rejoice in the passing of this time-honored ritual. We wishing good memories and good luck to those starting school. Please rise as you are able to sing from the Teal Hymnal 1002, Comfort Me.
There at the end, so do beware of that. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Speak with me, speak with me, speak with me, oh my soul. Speak with me, speak with me, speak with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul.
Fellow All Souls members and most welcome guests, do you experience joy and amazement from being alive and being able to interact with physical reality in this wonderful world and universe we live in? I was nurtured in the joy of physical reality in my local environment from a young age, growing up with parents and siblings in Niles, Michigan. With 2 spring-fed ponds, a trout stream, and adjacent woods to explore, there was an amazing environment with a menagerie of birds, ducks, geese, fish, frogs, and turtles to enjoy. Imagine an ancient human may have wandered through this topography thinking, food, not food, food, threat! The saber-toothed tigers have long since been eliminated. Now we experience joy wandering through park-like settings, marveling about the beauty and contrast of water, land, and woods. We have generally gotten way past an immediate concern for being attacked by lions, tigers, or bears as we procure food. Our understanding and control of physical reality, developed over the millennia, has allowed our increased productivity, permitting flexibility, leisure, and joy in our lives. We can thrive from what we understand and control. How have we gotten to our current level of ability? Consider some of our Unitarian Universalist religion principles, such as the inherent worth and dignity of every person, justice, equity, and compassion in human relations, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning, respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. We have gotten to our current level of ability through the cooperative, positive efforts of a network of people interacting and communicating with each other. A spark of insight can come from a pioneer, scientist, engineer, or inventor. A network of interacting, communicating people allows us to propagate that spark into the advancement of our technology. We seek truth and understanding of the laws of nature and physical reality to best sustain ourselves in whatever niche of the world we find ourselves in. We have vastly expanded our understanding and control of an enormous scale of physical reality. Our understanding has progressed from thinking reality comprises earth, air, water, and fire in Aristotle's ancient times to knowing reality extends out to a multitude of galaxies with requisite black holes at their centers at the far reaches of the vast universe, to the familiar, local, physical reality we see and know around us, as well as down in scale to molecules, atoms, quarks, and a multitude of quantum elements that make up the invisible foundation of physical reality. Children, have you played in a puddle of water? Hundreds of years ago, in 1674, an early Dutch scientist, Antoine van Leeuwenhoek, studied a drop of pond water with a primitive microscope he made. He refuted spontaneous generation's claim that living creatures could arise from non-living matter by observing an abundance of life in the pond water, calling them animalcules, a great name now referred to as microorganisms. He laid the foundation to discover the wonder of biology. We have progressed to understanding the DNA of life and how it controls genetics and the proteins in our bodies and other life. We now have wondrous abilities to trace genetic changes back to caveman times and see ancient human migration paths out of Africa to the other continents. There is a joy and a feeling of completeness in knowing our origins and how everything is related and connected within the entirety of physical reality. The current scientific Zoonomia project, working with DNA, has identified key parts of the human genome that have remained unchanged for millions of years, shedding light on disease susceptibility and unique mammalian traits. The findings involving a comparison of 240 mammalian species offer potential for improving disease understanding and the importance of biodiversity conservation. It is through the interconnected web of life that we can maintain ourselves and the environmental biodiversity that maintains us. We have progressed in ways unimaginable from just 100 years ago. Think how much paper would have been needed for the information currently available in an iPhone. In the mindset of 100 years ago, when you needed more knowledge capacity, you might have thought thinner paper, smaller font, better paper binders. An iPhone is a quantum leap to a different realm in knowledge capacity and close to magic. James Clerk Maxwell in 1861 developed 4 equations that describe the behavior of electric and magnetic fields and how they relate to each other, which provided fundamentals for electrical applications in the early 1900s. Add a century of additional technical development and consider the incredible electricity-based processing power we now have with computers controlling chemical and manufacturing processes, as well as information transmission. Automobiles have gone from manual transmissions with few amenities to automatic, luxury adaptive cruise control vehicles now available. A new source of knowledge, artificial intelligence, AI, through a computer has recently become available with ChatGPT. Ask it how to have a fulfilling, enjoyable retirement, and it will generate a wise, one-page summary with aspects of financial, social, health, travel and leisure, estate planning, communication with your spouse, and other considerations. With a new car and a 4-inch thick owner's manual, you would think there would be a listing under garage door operator in the index of where the garage door opener button is and how to program it. But there wasn't. ChatGPT knew it was under the home link entry, of course. Do those medicines to lower A1C just lower A1C, or do they have an actual medical benefit? ChatGPT details the medical benefits. What does GPT in ChatGPT stand for? GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. The model is based on the transformer architecture and has been pre-trained on large amounts of text data, enabling it to generate human-like responses to natural language inputs. So says ChatGPT. We can experience virtual reality as opposed to physical reality through various games and virtual access to sites. Augmented reality is coming, enabling us to look at a commercial building and know what features are inside and access the website. There are medical scanners that have been trained to know what picture you are looking at just from scanning your brain. Hard to imagine where that will lead in 100 years. Do you think we will become a man and machine cyborg in the future? We already have cochlear implants, hearing aids, artificial knees, and heart pacemakers. We are headed for personalized medicine based on our individual genetic codes for improved health. I find these abilities astonishing, and imagine you do too. Our knowledge of reality allows us to utilize reality to our desires and pleasures. We can probe the extent of physical reality in many ways. Through the air with airplanes and drones, out into outer space with rockets, tunneling and mining underground, through the oceans with boats and submarines, to the tops of mountains with specialized equipment, and even to extremes of cold and hot weather with special clothing. Single individuals have achieved leaps of insight that have been built upon by a multitude of networked people combining positive efforts. Albert Einstein developed the theory of relativity in the early 1900s. In 1919, a solar eclipse proved Einstein's theory of general relativity on the way space and time are interconnected, with the light from stars being confirmed to be bent by the immense mass of our sun. Now we have a global positioning system to guide our movements with satellites that need to be adjusted for relativistic time effects predicted by Einstein to provide accurate information for locations and driving. The James Webb Space Telescope extends our understanding out to the edge of the universe. We can see back in time to galaxy formation a few 100 million years after the mysterious Big Bang, currently pegged at 13.8 billion years ago, that we know formed the beginning of the entire universe. From our little speck of a planet, we can probe the extent of the whole universe, comprehend the entirety of the universe, and see back in time to the formation of the universe. We can feel satisfaction in having a glimpse of our origins, the natural laws and processes that control physical reality, and a feeling of completeness from having some knowledge of all of reality. Considering the abundance of life on Earth, I suspect there is life on many of the Earth-like planets in the universe. But as intelligent as ourselves? Maybe not. We would be wise to be more careful to preserve our own unique human species. More research and development would help us rather than destructive wars like the current one between Russia and Ukraine. Working together, we can improve our capabilities, our enjoyment, and our sustainability. When we humans combine our efforts, we can build on our understanding of physical reality and advance our abilities. I enjoy enhancing my knowledge of reality by attending weekly Monday Scientech luncheon presentations. A recent one focused on the upcoming April 8, 2024 total eclipse going through Indianapolis. I saw the 2017 eclipse in Cumberland Mountain State Park in Tennessee. Seeing a total eclipse is a joyful wonder of physical reality with the white and blue corona waves surrounding the eclipsed sun, an amazing aspect of the sun you cannot see or imagine otherwise. The TV cameras, even with years of preparation for the eclipse, do not capture what you can see with your own eyes during the total eclipse. It is important to use special eye protection, except during just a couple minutes of the total eclipse. You can check eclipse2024.org for simulations. In ancient times, solar eclipses created terror, but we understand and can be thrilled with them now. With leaders and an interconnected network of positive-minded people, we can guide and advance our capabilities to enhance our joy in the wonder of physical reality. We are well on our way, but perhaps we can go even further when we achieve an understanding of dark energy and dark matter in the universe, which needs an energy equals mass times the speed of light squared equals mc squared kind of understanding from a future Einstein. I don't expect that future Einstein to be me, but I hope to be healthy long enough to know more of the answers and ramifications. With my 5 senses, sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch, I still experience that joy and wonder of reality, exploring the world that I had growing up back in Niles, Michigan. I hope you enjoy the wonderful reality we live in as much as I have, as we all play our cooperative part in advancing our knowledge and understanding of it.
Each week, we gather together to align our giving with our values. We give to support the missions and ministries of our congregation and share half of our weekly offering with an organization whose values align with ours. This week, we are donating to the UU Service Committee. The Unitarian Universalist Service Committee advances human rights through grassroots collaborations with organizations around the world that confront unjust power structures and oppressive policies. The UUSC supports self-determination and defends the rights of people displaced due to climate, conflict, or economic hardships. UUSC is currently at work in countries such as Haiti and Burma. To contribute, you can give cash or a check into the collection plate. Or if online, you can go to allsoulsindy.org, where you will find a link that says, Give to All Souls Here, on the left side. It's beneath the description for today's service. If you're paying online or by check, please indicate if your gift is a pledge payment or if it is for Share the Plate. Thank you for your generosity in supporting the mission of All Souls and for your continued love for one another and this world. Take this moment to make your gift. The morning offering may now be given and gratefully received.
The benediction is Shine by Mary Eads. Like the cosmic dust following a great Perseid meteor, we are the living remnants of time and all that has come to pass in its wake, briefly shining lights on the way to eternity. We are only visible to the naked eye for an instant. Take this moment to shine like the stardust you are. May the light of our time on earth shine to bless the world and each other. Shine, shine, shine.
If everyone would rise for our final hymn today, it will be a round of sorts. We'll be singing through 3 times. The first 2, as written, everyone sings together. The 3rd time, stage left, you have it easy today. Just keep singing as you would. Stage right, congregation, if you could pause for 2 measures and sing the round number 2. We will be ignoring 3 and 4 today. May your life be as a song, resounding in the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May your life be as a song, resounding in the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. Dancing circles in the night. Well done.